Hello, welcome back to the James Ramblin' Reviews, and today we are talking about this movie right behind me called Calibre, and I do also have it on my phone here because I have watched it on Netflix. And just so you know, for a bit of context, I have never seen this film before. I can't even remember if I've been told about it. This is kind of the first time I've actually watched it and sat down and watched it, and the first time I got recommended it. And so the first thing I will start off with is I'll give you a bit of context about the film, what it's about, and then give the rating out of 10 later on. You know, mention what I did like and what I didn't like, all of that in between, so then it has a bit of a structure to it. So it's just not me going all over the place, jumping from one aspect to the other. So the first thing I'll say is what you've got here is you've got a pair of hunters, a pair of dudes that are going out shooting things in the Scottish Highlands. But what happens is something really bad happens, a bit of drama happens between the two of them, and this one guy does the wrong thing, and it all kind of unpacks that for about an hour, and I think it's an hour and 40 minutes or something. And so there is that. There might be some spoilers a little bit in the middle of this video, so if you've not seen the movie, definitely go and watch the film before you see this video. But the first thing I'll say is what I actually did like about the movie was the presentation of the film. And I know that's not one of the first things I usually talk about. Usually I jump into the acting or the musical soundtracks and stuff, but especially the way the film's presented, like the filmmaking, the way it's shot, really good scenery from the Scottish Highlands, and it has all of that stuff where it looks nice to watch. It looks kind of good to watch in a way where the camera quality is great, and then when you see the scenes and the close-ups and the other camera angles, it all looks quite good to look at when you're watching the movie. So you get kind of invested and your eyes are glued to the screen sort of thing. So that's what's good about Calibre 2018, is that as well. And I do like the acting in the movie because they are originally Scottish actors in the film. They are not your like Ewan McGregors or whatever, like these are really famous Scottish actors, but they get the job done and they get it all right with their acting. They do their best, and the dramatic performances, the strong Scottish accents create this kind of organic, natural experience where it is Scottish actors in a Scottish context, in a Scottish sort of type of movie thriller where things are about to go down and stuff like that. So that's what I'll say. I like the acting, I like the filmmaking aspects of it, but what I will say, there are times where there's a lot of dead air in this movie as well, I'll be honest. Like, it's just really slow at times, and there's not a lot going on for a while, and then you kind of have to sit there and see what happens next before the next thing starts to happen. So a lot of that stuff, you're just trying to wait for things to happen, kind of just plod away with this movie, see where it's going, just keep going, keep watching it until something eventually starts to kick off and happen. And as soon as you see the sniper scene, and I will spoil this, as soon as you see the sniper scene of one of the characters and he shoots it's like a deer or something, but then it turns out there's like this kid that's actually getting this kid in a blue jacket, I think it's a blue jacket or something, and he just goes like that, boom, shoots the kid, and it turns into this really dark, dramatic movie where you have the two main stars, and then there are these other people, and it's like the police and stuff start getting involved, and they're trying to arrest the guy, and it all turns into this. It just kind of goes from one thing to another, really, and starts to unravel everything. And then at the end, when you see the guy that actually shot the kid actually shot the other guy as well, and so there's things like that where it starts off one way and it just kind of spirals into another thing. And what I did do is I didn't really watch any trailers of the film. I just kind of watched the movie as it went on, and I kind of got it all from that. So I completely forgot what it was about when I was watching it, sort of thing. So tried not to look at the plot on the Google search, because if you search up the movie before you watch it, it gives away the entire plot pretty much. So definitely go and watch the movie with a blindfold on, because you want to be able to experience it the way it's meant to be experienced. And so overall, with how much time has passed, which was last night I watched the film, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's good enough filmmaking, good enough acting. Then you have the slow bits of a bit of dead air, I said, because it was just a bit slow paced and things. And then when it gets to the big bits about the real deal and all of that, and how it's just dramatic and things, that's when it starts to get good. And obviously it does a good job as well, because of how they try to make it a serious film, and it's not about laughing at things. Like, they'll have a bit of, but I think there's like a scene where they have a laugh in the pub or something like that, but there's not a lot of scenes like that. They just kind of have this dramatic, very serious tone, because it is a dark subject, obviously, with how you find out the plot reveal and how it really means a lot of things, that it turns out in a certain way where you're just like, whoa, that is a bit dark, isn't it? So hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you enjoyed the review, and stay tuned for more like it, because I have gotten a few more recommendations from this person I know, and I need to go through them and see what else I can really get out of this experience I'm on with these recommendations. This wasn't nearly as outstanding or enjoyable as like the last movie done, Season of the Witch, but I still enjoyed it. So see you after for more reviews on the James Allen Reviews. Goodbye.